guys, how's it going?
Howdy, everybody.
Hopefully everybody had a good, New Year's Eve and
Happy
a good
New
day so
Year.
far for, the first day of 2025.
Yeah, welcome to a new year.
Right? It's gonna be fun. It's cold though. And it is
cold out
expected to be so cold.
I am definitely not looking forward to
I
the
am
cold weather.
definitely not
Let's-
looking forward to it.
Maybe I got the ninja walk better.
Right?
There we go.
You've been carrying a
Yeah.
tripod and a phone a lot longer than I have.
See, and y'all wonder what my role is around here.
See, that's what I need her for.
Yes, it's my job to hold the camera. I think it's better, or maybe it just looks better because now it's moving with me and not with you.
Right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to make it a little bit shorter and maybe that'll help. Let's see. Maybe it's just because it's like a... I don't know. Maybe.
Either way.
So, Amber, what are your goals for 2025, huh?
Well, work on that trailer. Hopefully get it done before I,
Pop.
have to give birth. But no, pretty much just, happy, healthy baby, and that trailer is pretty much just my goals.
Well, that's a short list.
Right? Hey, I'm not setting the bar too high, okay?
Right. That's the key, y'all. Set one, maybe two goals. And then strive to achieve those one or two goals.
Ooh, I
and
can
then,
make myself feel really good when I accomplish this goal. I can, my goal, lose 10 pounds by April.
Hey. But how much more are you going to gain between now and then?
Yeah, as long as I'm down 10 pounds, I'll feel great.
Oh, hey, that's squirrels.
All right, I was like, what does that mean?
They're not far from Hunter's squirrel trap either.
That kid is making this little...
Yep, Hunter's
contraptions.
creative. I don't know if y'all can see it over there in the woods. Where is it at? Point at it.
It is right over here,
Yeah.
somewhere in this general direction.
There's definitely squirrels over there. I hear them.
Right?
There's several too.
I'm like, there's definitely stuff out there.
Yeah. So I told Amber, I was like, we got to do something. So let's go on a walk and talk about goals.
Right? While we still can get out and walk around before we freeze.
Yeah, right, because it's cold.
This
very
weather
cold.
is gonna be horrible.
Yep.
Good thing we all have diesel heaters.
Right. So y'all notice how she didn't ask me about what my goals are for 2025?
Yeah, Jen, what are your goals for 2025?
She's so inconsiderate.
I really am.
She just doesn't even care.
It's about me, Jen, not you.
My goal is to get her in this camper so that she can get the heck out of my trailer. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really care. But also, we're going to be starting to build an Earthship home in the spring, hopefully. And if you're not familiar with an Earthship is, it is an underground house built out of recycled materials. And that's our goal for this year, is to at least get the hole dug for the house, and that's about it. That's about our only goal, actually. But it's a really big feat because we're digging the hole in the side of a mountain, and it's not like easily accessible with heavy equipment and stuff like that, so it's gonna be a challenge. So
Yeah, if we turn around, I mean, your guys' house is planning on going
oh yeah, there's her
somewhere
camper.
up here on this hillside. So
Mm-hmm.
their driveway is right where my camper is, pretty much.
Right.
It's going to be their driveway going up to their house.
Mm-hmm.
And their house is going to be up on the hillside over here. And there's no access to it, and it's pretty steep.
It's pretty far up there.
So they want to go all the way up there and dig a hole.
I would say where the bottom of the house is going to be, like the floor of the house, is probably a good 25 feet above our heads right now.
Yeah.
From where
So-
we're standing.
So it'll definitely be a distance, but it'll be
Right.
fun to watch you guys.
Right. Yeah. Hey, you're going to pop out that baby. You can help too.
Right?
Anyway. So, yeah. I hope that not too many of y'all out there are being affected by this super duper duper cold weather. And if you are, I we pray that you guys stay safe and warm. That's one of the reasons that we preach preparedness, is because in situations like that and you lose power, if you only have heat, like electric heat, then you're gonna get really cold. And so it's always important to have multiple different options.
Yeah, always think of some type of backup power supply for your heat, for cooking, for,
right.
You know, you always want to be prepared for when, well, the unexpected happens and the power goes out. And
fortunately, Amber's lived like most of her life off grid, so
yeah,
living this way isn't any new to her.
No, it's just another day, different.
Ah, darn it. That's Wiley calling me.
You know what we could do?
What?
Start burning a whole bunch of that brush that you guys have in your front yard there.
We could. And it would be warm.
I was gonna say, it would be warm. And
we could use the ashes in the garden.
Right? We could go down there and start a fire. I like starting fires.
Yeah. Now's a good time to burn, too. She saw the neighbor's big old brush pile over here, and it struck an idea.
It sure did. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah. Meanwhile, maybe we should turn this camera around and show them the view, huh?
Right.
I can hear the hawks.
Right, so can I.
And see the birds. Is that a hawk up there flying? Probably.
I'm not sure.
Probably checking out Jeff's chickens over there.
He's like, dinner. But yep, this is the beautiful area that we live in.
Yep, Arkansas is awesome.
Right, it's gorgeous.
Brr.
You hear the chickens from the neighbors.
Yeah. She just got a new little selfie stick thing.
It's awesome, but you know, I don't have much practice walking and talking and holding a phone all at the same time.
Right.
Maybe multitasking isn't my, strong suit.
Maybe not. Whew.
But
I figured I'd get Amber out of the house for a minute and at least get out of bed, because she's been like, all day.
I like laying in bed. I'm tired.
I don't blame her, but I was like, give me 10 minutes for a walk. Let's just get off the couch and go walk. So here we are walking.
Right, here I am, out in the cold when I could be under my blankets warm.
The things you do for sisters, huh?
Right. She is so inconsiderate.
Like, get out of bed when it's cold and go for a walk. A body in motion stays in motion.
Hopefully some stuff for this trailer will come in soon and we can get back to work on that.
Right. Yep. So, recap from the last video. Hey, Mikey.
Hi.
Recap from the last video, we decided, well, mostly Amber. I give my 2 cents and she takes it or leaves it, but gonna tarp the top of the camper so to keep it getting from getting any more wet inside.
Yeah.
And then we're trying to come up with creative solutions to dry it out in there.
Right.
I think that Amber has a collaboration, her first collaboration ever, coming up soon, and we are hoping that we'll be able to use it to help dry it out.
I'm hoping.
We're gonna have to see how much electricity it uses.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But if not, then we've had other, ideas thrown out at us, like the damp rid. Never even heard of that until saw it in the comments.
Yeah.
So
thanks for that, y'all.
I don't know, maybe between that and maybe like some other people have suggested like one of those tiny little, wood burning stoves for like a tent or whatever. I mean, I'd have to sit up there like the whole day and keep feeding it firewood, but if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes.
So we went to visit Amber and Dad a couple of years ago during Christmas time, and it was really cold, and we stayed in a fifth wheel on Dad's place, and it had one of those small little stoves in it, the wood stoves. They're super cute.
But the
super
logs are about the
cool.
length of my feet, and, well,
Yeah,
we have really small feet.
You can only put small pieces of wood in there, so, I mean, you're lucky if you get like an hour, worth of warmth, and they just don't put off a lot of heat. At least that one didn't. So, we we have a wood stove in Oklahoma that we could go get, made out of propane tanks, old propane tanks, and a friend of ours made it for Emily's bus, but then we ended up doing another thing for that. But anyway, we could bring that, but then there's the question of, like, where's she gonna put it?
Right? I was thinking maybe in the pop-out, like the corner of the pop-out, like where I was saying that a table could go. Because they've got a lot of different types of, like, table options, you know, like styles.
Yeah.
Some, you know, you can easily just fold up and, like, put away. I could, like, slide it under my bed.
Right.
And then just set it up when I need it. I mean, because, I mean, for how cold the winter, you know, the winter's going to get, I mean.
If we did that,
it would never hurt to have one.
It's heavy. You'd definitely have to reinforce the floor.
Yeah.
And make it stronger so that it could handle the weight of that.
Right. Or maybe we do it, like, where the water pump is, where that bench thing is in the front room area.
Yeah.
It'd be, like, right next to my bed, but...
Yeah, we just
at least
have to
I'd
measure
stay
it out.
warm.
Right, yeah. You'll be like, it's so hot in here.
I'm gonna die.
The kids will freeze because you're burning alive.
Yeah, but I don't know. Just trying to come up with ideas while we're waiting on other stuff to do, I guess.
We really don't want to waste the material on the roof with it being... Like, we know there's moisture inside because it's been raining. In one of the most recent videos, y'all saw that we had issues with water coming in the roof. And where the roofing, like the inside stuff had gotten wet and started, like, separating and things like that. And so we know there's moisture in there, and we really don't want to put that roof coating on because it says that it needs to be dry and it'll trap moisture. So we don't want it to trap moisture. So we're going to tarp it so that we keep it from getting any more moist.
Right, and we can't do anything with the inside walls. Can't do anything with...
because the idea is to coat all of the walls. Well, we need to go in there and spray everything with vinegar to kill any mold or anything like that.
That's something that I need to remember is to buy some more spray bottles.
Yeah, I really don't like bleach. I do not want to use bleach, but we can use vinegar and go in there and spray all the walls down. We could do that, like clean the walls soon. But we don't really need to, like, scrub them because we're going to cover them up. So we don't see any mold.
Yeah.
But we do need to spray that on there.
Yeah, just as a precaution. Take, you know.
And then when we get it dried out, then we want to put the keels on the walls and primer all the walls because that's also a mold and mildew barrier. And then she bought caulking so we can caulk all the cracks and seal everything up really good. But again, don't want to do that until it's dry. Otherwise, it's just going to seal in the moisture and we're going to waste all these materials and it's going to cause more problems in the long run. So it's really just a waiting game to see how, I mean, it's going to take a long time to dry out.
Yeah.
It's wintertime and it's cold and that thing does not sit in the sun.
Yeah, so my time frame on when we, you know, when I want to get this done and when it's actually going to get done, two completely different things.
When we first moved here in April, our goal was to set up camp where it is now. When we moved here in April, we had to literally set up camp in the middle of the driveway and lived there until June when it was finally dry enough to move camp. So hopefully it's not June before we can do that. But if we can get it to dry out on the inside or from the inside, then the tarp will keep it dry.
Yeah. And then we'll be able to work on the inside.
Then, yeah.
But also, when it comes to moving it into its permanent spot, that being said, with it taking until June last year to dry out, you know, we're looking at probably closer to, you know, the end of July probably that we'll be moving the trailer into a permanent location because they've got to build the pad for it and then the pad has to have time to, you know, settle and stuff. We can't just immediately move the trailer onto it.
Right, and so Wiley's going to have to build that, and then he's going to put shale on it, so it won't be all muddy. It'll be sturdy and solid and stuff like that. So, but yeah, you are right. We still do have to build the pad for the trailer. We didn't, I mean, our friends just called us up and said, hey, we bought this property, and there was an abandoned trailer on it. If y'all can get it out of there, you can have it. And we're like, heck yeah.
Right.
It was not part of the plans. It is now, though.
It definitely is now.
So, we're going to just do what we can with what we have.
Right, and we're going to go from there, because,
yeah.
well, that's well, that's how we do things around here.
Right.
But until then, we're going to try to find some other little projects that we can work on, like the plant sale. Jen likes, you know, well, we both really like gardening, and we both love fresh veggies. So,
Yeah. Especially tomatoes.
she's got about 1 million different seeds. We sat down this morning and did a video for her channel on, you know, all these seeds that she has, and trying to figure out what we want in our personal garden and what we're gonna do for a plant sale. And that's gonna be a process because, well, we picked out like half of her seeds.
Right, and we don't have room for that many plants. So
Just because we want them doesn't mean we can have them.
So this year's garden will probably be small in comparison to what I've had the last several years, which was about a 100-foot by 100-foot space that I was gardening in Oklahoma. And I will be happy if we can have like a 20 by 20 or 20 by 30 or... I tend to have like the plan of 2020 and then end up going with a 40 by 40 instead, you know, just because that's me.
And then it ends up being an actual like 50 by 60.
Yeah, because if I grow seeds and they sprout, I'm like, oh, I love you so much, I can't let you die. I will find a place for you.
Right? We will just put you over here and you will be delicious.
And then I have 200 tomato plants.
Yeah.
And somehow, like, you'd think that with that many tomato plants that I'd have a big pantry full of canned tomatoes.
Right?
Nah.
No. We need to do
We need to
something
grow
about
like
that,
200 plants to eat and then 100 to can. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean, with how much we all eat veggies around here,
I know.
I still think we'd probably need more than that to be able to have enough to can.
Mm-hmm.
Because we could all go through some veggies.
We need a lot. We need a lot. So I tend to go overboard when it comes to the garden, and I know it drives Wiley crazy.
So who knows? Maybe, you know, in the downtown of waiting for this trailer to be able to be worked on, maybe you'll get to see some of our gardening shenanigans.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
So, and driving Wiley absolutely crazy with what we want.
Yeah.
Because that's part of the fun too.
I told him that we can just do in-ground beds. We've got a 4-foot tiller for the tractor, and so he's just going to scrape up some topsoil off the mountainside up here and till it in with some leaves and some small sticks and that sort of thing, and that's going to be our soil for this year. I think the soil is pretty fertile here. Definitely more fertile than what we had at our last place where it was pretty much just sand.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I'd say that it's definitely better than at Dad's too, because I mean you can't grow anything directly in the ground there pretty much. So
yeah, so at least I'm not asking for raised beds.
Right? Yeah, he doesn't have to build us, you know, boxes or
just
anything.
get on the tractor and go like mix it all up, make it soft.
Come on, and all guys like to play with their tractors, okay?
Yes, especially Wiley. Y'all know. But
all right, well, I'm getting cold. I'm starting to shake more.
She's like,
I'm like cold. So cold. All right. So I'm going to let you guys go. Have a great day. Share, all that good stuff. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Love you, bye.